Nikki Haley is worried now about cognitive decline in our representatives and thinks that perhaps they should take a test. Here she is describing her idea.
That if you're going to have anyone above a certain age in a position of power, whether it's the House, whether it's the Senate, whether it's vice president, whether it's president, you should have some sort of cognitive test. Like, just like you have to show your tax returns, you should have some sort of health screening so that people have faith in what you're doing. And right now, let's face it, we've got a lot of people in leadership positions that are old.
Right.
But I think, you look at Biden and I think there's a concern. I think there's a concern when people say, who's really making the decisions here? That's his job to prove that he's making the decisions.
It's his job to respond to the conspiracy theory that we came up with and then respond to the next one we come up with or whatever. So Nikki Haley, of course, is she's not Trump or anything. She's a serious old school Republican who is spreading the exact same messages as Tucker Carlson and Sean Hannity and all that, Brett.
This is hilarious. This was one of my favorite little stories because Nikki Haley hates Donald Trump. And if this takes out the guy that's between her and ultimate power, because she's been like monolith is one of the great hopes of the future of the Republican Party. Great. When you see quotes like this, you got to remember that Nikki Haley is not actually asking for a cognitive test to happen. She wants us to be talking about cognitive health. And she's also doing a very nefarious Republican largely trick, which is taking the term mental health and turning it into cognitive health. And so they bastardize the definition of something that's a real issue. They did it with critical race theory, and they do it with so many other things. And she's doing it with mental health here. But part of me just wants to say yo, if we voted for someone who's got 4 brain cells that they're trying to rub together, that's kind of on us. And worse, it's I was willing to take criticism that Hillary Clinton, I'm a registered Democrat, Hillary Clinton was worse than a ball of tar with hair on it called Donald Trump with a suit wrapped around it, right? And it's on me that my party's candidate lost to him. It's on you that if your argument is that Joe Biden is 6 brain cells that barely fire, you guys lost to him. And that's your fault, and you're gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. And look, I don't know if, it's convenient to her to say this because she's explicitly attacking Joe Biden in the way that the right wants, but also implicitly implying things about Trump as well. And as many people pointed out, she wasn't calling for this back under Trump. And she even says they should have to do it like they should have to show their tax returns. Okay, that's again, sort of an implicit attack against Donald Trump. Look, if you want to do this, if you believe that we actually need this, then at least be consistent about it. Obviously, I agree. I think it's something that we can consider when looking into politicians. But this is just so nakedly self-serving that she's doing it. And by the way, I just want to bring up, she's pretending that we don't have these tests, but we do. And politicians have shown that they can actually pass this bar. Take a look at this footage.
You'll go person, woman, man, camera, TV. So they say, could you repeat that? So I said, yeah. So it's person, woman, man, camera, TV. Okay, that's very good.
Yeah, that's very good. See, we're good. What are you talking about, a new test? We just need to have everyone stand outside of the White House and bumble their way through one of the most cringeworthy stories of the past 5 years. I think that should satisfy Nikki Haley there.
Yeah, and all these same schmuckos love Ronald Reagan. And I hate to break it to you, but Ronald Reagan had severe cognitive issues. So your own God, that's like saying, it's like going after, if you're a Christian, going after Jesus for dying. Your
Jesus.
guy, you're God of this weird trickle down, convenient denial of what actual economics is. That guy had that problem.
I agree. Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. It's see-through, and I think everybody gets that.
For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.